Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Ah, that's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and the Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good, and regardless of who you choose. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Yeah, you maua.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Taimis ba lo yualu.
He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you.
Yalawa watnawa.
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved.
Bobo toboko to lua lu to loka.
Out of Date will be waiting for you
Sawata mua.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the city. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Super effective. Frozen. Now that's a flesh wound. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he cautions you. They'll expect you to be...
Zata is the moi dotloho. Kariesne stace. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still... Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
Zivot ite reki zivo.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff.
Mali muzamit zivo. Padafu uflete.
The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land and there...
Nizdats ne ukoni. Zivot tolo.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests...
Pinatufo tolo. Perfetta.
He had a feeling you'd say that. You're not sinister. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival.
Piglezet. Mibira yaput.
Then so be it. He wants you to know that they'll show no mercy at the end of this war and offers you a last chance. And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad Stone Fort before word gets out that you've chosen not to side with them. It was built on the back of many, including us, and claimed by Myriad when the construction was abandoned. It's time to... Right way to change altitude. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Let's see. Pump you up. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. They've already got word of an intruder, so he guesses the Sifu must be very interested in...
Sibi? La fanen aginkan man. Geratna falo hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kid. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need... Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. claim the
Sibi?
Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
Geled not. Britta.
Seeing you,
Geled not. Lafanen aginkanman.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understand.
Brewere jonke. Geradam woof er mat gain.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Mulekan frifgelf.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can...
Al de goersigere het echt.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the... Thinks you should find a good place to hold. Says you should take it easy. Says a savior. They know you're allied to their rivals. They know you're allied. Let's see. It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. Hey, nice shot. Carving it up. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He'll make you smile. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
cinco.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
Mako.
Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown.
Nousni vakni.
But you need practice. Lots of practice.
Mavaniko. Nousni vakni.
Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them.
Nousni vakni.
You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
Mavaniko.
You can never try. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Kalino?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
Ferena masalapu.
You know you can't make up for lost time.
Beri?
You should know, practice makes perfect.
Taifanamenuma? Kialdo male kanaro tono.
You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it.
Kanamunta.
She'll see you at the village square.
Andro? Kanamunt.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only... He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, he'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Kanamunt.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Gendrana mala.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment.
Sanna jote.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Kent sib. Tate ko baba sakting.
She won't live forever.
Moni basa. Katjak do polupta.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow.
Pen nampusa. Do male tuk.
She worries about you. Sometimes you get lost in your own world. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point.
Vaiseno kasaman waru.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Amu.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so
Ferena masalapu.
the most important thing,
Kala.
it's time to focus on your training now.
Tate ko baba sakting. Kialdo male kanoro tu.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Why ad foodlea haya badan udidimada sem zadunak zif.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Cherry la fia vaksan u inta badan kamaglai.
He wishes that was true for your Mooma too.
Cherry la fia.
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how...
Vaksan makali segi.
He's curious to see what you found.
Sam mich.
He's all
Mich do.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Papa judo.
Thinks some.
Intabadan wagsuva.
He's
Gar. Intabadan wagsuva.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Und lumpfarb so.
He knows she's already proud of you and everything.
Manchela fat.
You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Waksan donya inan machamale.
He thinks you should.
Ziehen.
He's looking forward to.
Kototuku.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Mustiki muhka.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Mustiki muhka. Masamau.
She says she.
Gendrana mala. Minalagi mamuru.
But there's enough time left for repetition and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Kamonu.
Wants you to prove.
Vaiseno kasaman waru.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Inga valdo.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Antoro. Ritsentene. Andro tukonda.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Amun.
Reminds you that the best way to get someone to... Catchy.
Asana yotutupu.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kototuku.
Figuring that out,
Vaiseno kasaman waru. Taifanamenuma.
a piece of Scraptronics like...
Kala.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go.
Anora kapapom.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with...
Ferena masalapu.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Urasa durut.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Can't see.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Inga valdo.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Mustiki muhka tukonda.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time...
Ala asadu tu andro
Whatever happens,
ritsentende.
she tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History...
Asana yotutupu anora kapapom.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Good for whatever ails you. What a blow! You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the
più tataopisia. La sabatiabel plarike prikjoa.
They've received news, Aro.
Paujujo nukitemo ja hupikodo.
A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercat.
Plawatienks prik namtibe.
You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Tsevuche kungchua balparekmek.
Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Worth going outside just to see the night sky. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when... Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done. There must be a track somewhere in this brick. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. A flush stool seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. This corner of the world is called Bricktown.